If you have melanin, you are superior. Your genetics are one of a kind. It protects you from burning the sun. You can sun gaze and you won't go blind. All of the races come from black people. We got mitochondrial Eve. This is not hair, this is ether. That's why I ether be looking like trees. Melanin worth more than gold, did I mention? So why the fuck black people poor? Where the fuck is y'all getting it from? What the fuck is y'all using it for? I heard y'all use it for rockets. I heard y'all using it for that sunscreen. I heard it's in computer chips cause melanin transduces electrical energy. If you wanna make your melanin strong, get pure, go get that melanin formula. It got natural herbs in it to be your best self as a black man, I'm telling you. Because you got neuromelanin, you could be smarter than Albert Einstein. Your potential is out of this world. Just start with the bullshit and what your life just applied. They had to put us in slavery because they know we were too great. They hated us, killed us, raped us. Look at the shit that we still fucking made. You cannot stop us, we were not let up. Knocking us off is impossible. Together we are unstoppable. Saying you better than us, you're illogical.
When I was a little boy, black folks used to drink eggnog, and it would be brown. Go to white folks, eggnog would be white. Why? Methanate is 3,000 times more potent as a drug than cocaine, heroin, and crack. Nothing a Christian like to feel good and don't have to be accused of drinking.
When you got the right foods and nutrients in the body, you feel better. So you treat other people better. You don't need as much. When you're deficient of nutrients, you need more stuff. So you're going to be pulling energy from everybody and everything, and sometimes that comes in the form of insulting them or bringing them down so you feel better. But it's all about the food. Them 5 doctors. That's Dr. Sun, Dr. Greens, Nutrition, Dr. Sleep, Dr. Exercise, and Dr. Spirit. Wherever, somewhere, go somewhere and be with yourself.
No more Oreo cookies for me. The Freemason symbol, the Satanic cross, the Zodiac wheel, 12 rings, 12 apostles, nice Templar. My advice, start researching what you're putting in your body.
Main ingredients that we've shifted our diet to. It's sugar, which is 100x more sugar we're eating than 100 years ago. Processed sugar, added sugar really wasn't a thing 100 years ago. That's a staple of our diet. Highly processed grains, which didn't exist until 1900, which is where you take the fiber off, it's shelf stable, no nutrition, and then because the fiber's out, it's a glucose bomb. And then, this is important, seed oils. Seed oils are the top source of American fat right now. These were created by John Rockefeller in the early 1900s as an industrial byproduct from oil production. Not joking. Our main source of fat, when you look at the label, canola oil, soybean oil, this is an industrial byproduct that's much cheaper than good fats like olive oil, avocado oil, ghee, grass-fed butter, things like that. That's the staple of our diet. So this isn't a big mystery. We're eating inflammatory things. Is that 75% of our diet is ultra-processed fake food, which we were not biologically made to eat.
We ate that food all the way from slavery until now. We eat chicken, we eat chitlins, we eat hog maws, we eat cheese, we eat butter. And these things are ungodly. God did not make a cow. Man did that. That's a hybrid animal. But now the message is here. How come the message is here? That we should not eat those things. And we know this to be a fact because as we remove ourselves and we remove people from that diet, their pains, their joints, their knees, and everything begin to subside, all the pains. And one day, they are all gone. Why? Because we have returned to the food of God.
Rest in peace, Dr. Sabi. You know he was a legend. Now he living through his son, Victor Bowman. You a blessing. Healing every sickness you can think of that they say don't got no cure. Dr. Sabi heal AIDS, herpes, lupus, and many more. All from natural herbs. Stop going to that doctor giving you addicting prescription all just for fucking coughing. Go get some Gorda Lobo. Go get some herbal tea. This Dr. Sabi son, so you know he got what you need. It's crazy how you heal your body from a fucking seed. God put it here for us to heal, even weed. Why they hating on Victor? That's what happens when you leave. These niggas envious, I hate how they moving off greed. Go to bilingobalance.com so Victor can get you right. 50% off until it's 6, so you better go buy. You're not gonna find nothing that's more organic than this. He got herbs you ain't never heard of. Go and check the list.
No, I seriously think about this every single day, and I'm sorry if I sound stupid. if somebody has $500 and they've already paid taxes on it and they give it to me, so now just because it goes from them to me, I also have to pay taxes on it, even though they just did. And then not only that, but anytime I spend one of those $500, I'm going to also pay another tax fee on whatever item I'm buying. And then whoever I bought the item from will have to pay taxes on the money they just earned from what I bought. So like so every single dollar, like if a dollar is 100 cents, hold on.
1933 is when they started monetizing us and pledging us as collateral for the debt. Now, to register, the word register means to abandon. And when you register a car or a birth or a house, you're giving it to the government. You're giving your legal title to the government, and you only retain equitable title, which means that you have the use of that property. The government allows you to use it, thinking that you own it. Clear evidence of this is anyone who owns a house, look at their mortgage, and you're referred to as the tenant. Not the owner, the tenant. So if you think you own your house, you're mistaken. Same with your car. The reason why they can impound your car is because you registered it, and under maritime admiralty salvage laws, they come along and they adopt it. In the case of the birth registry, they adopt the abandoned child.
We came here not knowing that we were going to die. Somebody told us that. And if we never knew we were going to die, we wouldn't celebrate a birthday, because
But isn't it nice to celebrate the day you was born?
I'll celebrate the day I die.
Because you're going to move on to the next path in life.
Yes.
Who influenced?
Both, for example, you had how many birthdays?
Me? What do you think?
Well, I know that you had one birthday.
Yeah.
You were born on a certain day.
Absolutely.
You had no more birthdays after that. So I don't celebrate birthdays, so that stops me from counting days, which stops me from counting time, which allows me to still look the same as I did 10 years ago, just like that lady said.
This is a moral issue that needs to be addressed today. When in 1946, when the NFL was forced to reintegrate, because from 1933 to 1945, the all-white NFL didn't want any blacks in the industry. They said the black players were slowing down its growth. And then Fritz Pollard developed the Negro Football League. And after World War II, there was a big push for the Negro League to compete with the all-white NFL. So what they did was they took the good players from the Negro League and integrated them into the all-white NFL. And now, since 1946, the black players have taken it to $1 billion plus market, yet we have no owner within the industry. We are the record breakers and the trendsetters, yet we have no voice within the industry. NFL owners are guaranteed profits annually without even a fan going into the stadium, yet players have no guaranteed contracts. This is plantation capitalism going on right now. This is a
Nigga said I'm on that woke shit. Speaking on conspiracy, off a 3-ounce shroom pack, now I see with clarity. I'm speaking about the government like I don't got no care in me. I feel like I'm a god, the shoes fit, so I'm wearing it. Shadow work was mandatory, I had too much demons. Now my energy so purred that they fiendin', I swear I be peeping. Damn it, she a keeper, run her home, call me Derek Jeter. Her head finna be good from all this knowledge, I'ma fucking feed her. I can't wait to teach her, stay in nature like a fucking creeper. Mirror gazing at my lower self, he look like Jeepers Creepers. I had to defeat him, 2 my scars was on me, I was bleeding. Fuck a follow, I'm a leader, teaching people like a preacher. Emotional trauma, it was built inside of me. I had to tap into my highest self to see I had to keep. Why you holding all that pain and bitch go and hug a tree? Please release all of that low vibrational energy. Living in the system seems impossible to me. Because my third eye is open, so it's nothing I can't see. Learn how to manifest, so it's nothing I can't be. Accomplish too much goals, really nothing I can't fucking reach. God is on my side, don't give a fuck about your pride. I had an ego death, that's almost like committing suicide. I'm blessed, bitch, fuck a bitch. You telling me to be less. I'm always grinding in some gates and I can never be depressed. Spring water, crystal on me, organic is the best. Stay eating that GMO, so you gon' be an EMS. Tricks off of kids, that shit is poison. It's gon'
And people saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working. The eyes are working just fine. They said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed. And then, some people were talking about I'm cloned. Well, check this out.
So if y'all don't know, Jamie Foxx was recently about to die in the hospital, and he came out and he said it wasn't caused by the hot sauce 19 vaccine. Then what was it caused by? Something ain't adding up. What I think is happening is that vaccine that all of you bots took, The side effects is finally happening. Lately, we've been seeing all kind of people passing out. The Texas rapper Big Pokey literally passed away before our eyes. Look, he passed away right here. As healthy as LeBron James' son is, he just randomly going to cardiac arrest. I believe it's the vaccine. You ain't gotta believe me, I know history. If y'all ain't never heard of the Tuskegee experiments, this is an experiment that was done on black people by the government. Basically, they was putting syphilis inside of the black people, studying on them, in exchange for something petty like free rent or free pass, the free medical care and stuff like that. So it's literally written in history of the government using vaccines to inject us with diseases. So everybody that took the vaccine, please go get a detox before it's too late. Niggas is literally dropping like flies. And if you think the vaccine actually helped you, you are a Tyrone. You are an NPC and a bot. But y'all boys stay woke, man.
Do you mind me asking if you're confirming that you did get the vaccine? It's not a big deal. Bodies. This is what they want, they dropping bodies. Every time I turn the TV on, they dropping bodies. Chicago ain't got nothing on these bodies. They dropping left and right, we try to tell you about these bodies. Hey, we try to tell you about these bodies. But you didn't want to listen about these bodies. Now you might be dropping like a body. Cause this is what they want to take a look at all the bodies.
This video might explain why 21 Savage is all over the top charts.
I ain't in no fucking Illuminati. I can't wait for them fuck to approach me. They come at me with a goddamn $1 billion. Hell, y'all I'ma sacrifice one of these fuck niggas. Can't wait. Where they at? Tell them hit my phone. As long as it ain't no nigga I love. Get your ass sacrifice, man. Straight up. Illuminati, wherever you are. Call Savage. Got another guest. Got another member. No, I'm just playing. I can never sell my soul. Matter of fact, I would. Cause I don't even think I got one anyway. Y'all can have it, motherfucker. Come on with them billions. Billions of dollars. You can get this motherfucker. I ain't doing shit with it anyway.
The backdrop of Beyonce's concert is legs with a portal in the middle of them? I'm sorry, what? Alright Beyonce fans, I have to hear your excuse to this one. I mean, how old do you even have to be to attend these concerts? Because I know her daughter Blue Ivy is on tour with her and she's only 11. Alright, this is getting out of hand. Doja Cat just released a music video of her getting intimate with the devil. For the ones that saw my post about her a couple days ago, you are not surprised. My question is, why the heck is there a table of meat and why is she smelling and playing with it? I don't know, I'm gonna let you guys watch some of the video and listen to some of the lyrics and let me know what you think in the comments.
She a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her forward to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. She the devil. She a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her forward to the
Alright, now do you believe me? Comdey B tweeted a voice memo saying she didn't want to do this song called Shake It because the music activates demons.
That's kind of why I didn't want her to do this song, Shake It, or like any drill songs, because it's like these songs are activating like these demons that I killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that girl anymore. Like I just want to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that old Cardi anymore. I left that lifestyle a long time ago, bro.
You gotta realize, the whole world know I hate rats, I hate snitches. I ain't into telling. So people always want to know, is Pac alive? I'm the wrong to ask. But I tell you this, if you try to find the person who cremated Tupac, after he supposed cremated Tupac, he retired and vanished into the sun, into the sunset, into the darkness. After if you really look at it, could Pac done all those songs? So the mathematically impossible. So answer your own question. Is he here or is he dead? But at the same time, that was my little brother. His code name was Machiavelli, like mine is Simon. And if you know the story of Machiavelli, he faked his own. But at the same time, they wanted to put Pac back in prison. And Pac would fake his own disappear before he go back to prison. So you answer that. Do you still hear? Do you still see? I'm quite sure you do. But once again, I ain't into telling, so you never know.
Something really f***ing strange is happening in Hollywood right now. A few months ago I made a video talking about how Simon Cowell's reappearance was quite strange, and about how many people truly believe that the man who returned was not Simon Cowell. Similarly, in recent events, people are claiming that the person in this video is not Britney Spears. In fact, if you pause the video on the frame right before her hand passes by her face, you can clearly see that there's a filter being placed on Britney Spears' face, and it goes away for only a split moment. And the most recent event of all, Jamie Foxx was unseen or heard from for quite some time, only to reappear in this video apologizing to his fans, claiming that he had a mysterious medical emergency which he would not identify.
I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well.
And people are already saying that this person who returned is not Jamie Foxx.
I ain't no conspiracist. That ain't Jamie.
I am merely sharing public opinion. The opinions expressed in this video are just that. What do you guys think is going on?
They've been telling us since 1950.
It is like all forms of government.
The Maui fires. Massive wildfires have burned through much of Maui Island in Hawaii. The insane part is that people online are speculating the fires were deliberately started by the government. The majority of the properties damaged by the fires were highly sought after real estate locations that are estimated to be worth billions of dollars. These lands were considered historical locations, and corporations were before unable to purchase and build on the land. Were the fires started to deliberately free up the land? Theories are spreading online alleging that the fires started far too suddenly and burned too harshly to be attributed to a regular wildfire. Videos are circulating of what looks like a last strike coming from space directly onto a house. Many of the properties burned belong to natives of Maui, who in the past have refused to sell their land to large corporations looking to buy. Now that the houses are destroyed and the landmarks are gone, it is far more likely that these people will decide to sell the land to make way for hotels and resorts. The current official story being pushed by the media is that a fallen power line started a small flame, which was then fanned on by large winds from a hurricane. It does sound a little far-fetched. So far there is no evidence to support any theories, and people are unsure what to believe.
What happened to this rogue AI robot? Sometime in 2017, a top robotics firm in Japan were working on a joint military project with the CIA, experimenting with artificial intelligence robots. Well, you see, apparently while this was going on, something went wrong, and 4 of the robots went rogue and killed 29 people in the lab. It was a catastrophic sight, but eventually 2 of the robots were able to be remotely deactivated, while the 3rd one was disassembled completely. However, the 4th one, even after being shot and damaged, managed to connect to orbiting satellites, to download information on its components, and started rebuilding itself to become stronger and smarter in every aspect. Soon after, this robot disappeared, never to be seen again. Till this day, authorities have been trying to cover up for this mess in Japan, but maybe the more pressing question we should be asking is,
This caught me by surprise.
project marks the beginning of total population control. This delusional project aims to stage a large-scale fake extraterrestrial invasion worldwide, with UFOs visible in the sky, and to introduce a fake god to save humanity from this invasion. They would employ highly realistic secret military technology, and they have recently conducted tests. The result is crazy. The ultimate goal would be to
conclude that the ship was built around the 1770s, around the same time as the Declaration of Independence. And it's believed that the ship was sailing through lower Manhattan where it sunk. And as New York City began to grow, the city of Manhattan expanded right over the top of the ship.
Can someone explain this super strange glitch that was caught on live TV in Chile? Check this out.
Estas han sido las informaciones desde el Palacio de la Moneda más detalles en nuestras ediciones posteriores.
Perfecto, Mariano, vamos a estar muy atentos entonces a las novedades. Mariano. Vamos a una...
It's insane. A group of friends went camping in Mexico, and when they woke up the next morning, they noticed certain items from their campsite had gone missing. As they looked around, they noticed a set of boot tracks that did not belong to any of the group. It turns out that none of them wanted to say this the night before, but they all felt the feeling that someone was watching them. They took out their drone and set it to thermal vision. This is what they caught.
Context. I went camping with some friends, and we noticed that a person started following us. During the night we felt being watched, and heard noises around us. The next day at camp we saw their tracks, and we were missing things. I raised my drone with thermal camera to follow the person and retrieve our things. The person stopped at this point. Change the vision of the drone to see the person, and this is what happened.
Creepiest things ever found on Google Earth.
Scientists have found something scary on Google Images.
Well, during the initial investigation, the agent who was studying the swarm noticed something out in the water.
Okay, kind of a speck.
Yeah, well, at this resolution, it's a speck. When they zoomed in, though, they got this.
It's a little fuzzy, but I'd say that's a shark.
And not just any shark. If you look at this other satellite photo I brought, it was taken at the same resolution of a school bus yard in nearby Sao Paulo. Now, those are 40-foot buses, and when you...
There is a secret document from the CIA that has just been released, and what it reveals is terrifying. It is called The Story of Adam and Eve, and it explains how the end of the world will occur. The scariest part is that it is entirely logical and makes complete sense. It explains that the North Pole and the South Pole shift every 12 to 15,000 years. When this shift occurs, it triggers a massive apocalypse with earthquakes and giant tsunamis. After the apocalypse happens, we revert back to prehistoric times, the Stone Age. It also states that the first humans like us lived 10,000 years before Jesus Christ. So we are approximately 13,000 years after the first humans, and we are already witnessing significant events like climate change and other catastrophes. The book also claims that we are the sixth civilization to emerge from the apocalypse. We reach a certain point in civilization, and then everything resets. This would explain many things, such as the Sahara Desert once being green and Antarctica having forests. Now, things are changing, with some places becoming colder while others become hotter. This is why there is mention of the flood in the Bible, and it's likely what happened to Atlantis. It would make sense for a city to be underwater if water wasn't there before.
The Ripper wrote Alice in Wonderland. Everyone knows the book Alice in Wonderland, about an innocent girl who discovers so much more after going down the rabbit hole. But what if it was all a disguise for something sinister? Well, you see, Alice in Wonderland author Lewis Carroll released another book called Sylvie and Bruno, in which people started to notice anagrams that, when rearranged, revealed chilling statements, confessing to multiple murders that, interestingly enough, matched the manner in which the Ripper murders took place, coupled with the fact that this book was released about the same time the Ripper murders were happening, and the revelation that Alice in Wonderland was actually written about Lewis Carroll's somewhat strange relationship with the real Alice, in which you can find out more by watching the full video using the link in the description below. So is it a stretch to say that
Apple fairy skeleton, real fairy magic wand, fairy's ancient home, secret magic symbols.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. What club am I talking about? You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what? Who? Come on, man, stop playing.
Hail Satan!
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
Because we're aliens. And that's how we roll. Hulu, an evil plot to destroy the world. Enjoy.
We just want to let you know the New World Order has no legitimacy. And that we as a people are not afraid, and we are waking up to the robber barons and the big banksters who are looting the economy.
Oh, and the president was arrested.
They actually happened on Easter Island. In one of the most remote locations on Earth, there is a place called Easter Island. On this island, there are over 800 Moai statues that sit over 40 feet tall. Now, even though it's speculated that the civilization living on the island built these statues, the greater mystery is, how were they transported? In recent times, it was unearthed that these statues had full torsos and bodies, making it nearly impossible, even in this day and age, to be transported. Many speculate that the statues could have been built by a species way more advanced than us, or that they were actually giants petrified by a cataclysmic event. Even though you can watch the full video by clicking on the link in the description below, many people still wonder about.
This technology was out there, but I was or trying to hack your bank account, which just sounds weird to say because this is a device inside of your body. And I don't know if you know this, but thousands of people already have this implemented in their hand. Now I heard conspiracies of this being the beginning of the end and the mark of the beast, and I don't know if something like this is demonic in itself, but nothing surprises me anymore, and for that reason, I'm out. Here's the full clip.
I'm at Whole Foods and I'm about to pay for my groceries with my... That's the coolest thing ever.
A ritual caught on camera.
They truly don't care anymore. The Weeknd just posted this on his story.
Proceed to the contract.
Louis, I'm scared.
You are. Good.
And keep in mind, his last song is called Popular, and it's about someone who would do anything to become popular, even sell her soul.
Sharing some of this information with you, I am in the process of violating my national security oath. The planet Earth is and has been the subject of an extensive, detailed study by several extraterrestrial civilizations. The human race is a hybrid. We were seeded here, and we have had an intimate interrelationship with high technology, advanced intelligence for hundreds of thousands of years. It hasn't stopped. They are still involved. I'm not trying to frighten you, but I'm trying to say to you that in the next very few short years, you're going to be experiencing things that are going to literally change your life in ways you have never dreamed or imagined. And you better be ready for it.
This lady bumped off because she discovered the Matrix. In October of 2019, the CEO of Tinker Ventures, Erin Valenti, flew to California for a tech conference. She was scheduled to stay for only 3 days. However, on the last day of her trip, just as she was scheduled to get on a plane home, Erin's parents received a call from her, with a frantic voice yelling over the phone. It is all a game. It's a thought experiment. We're in the Matrix. Before hanging up. Subsequently, she was not heard from again. Until a few days later, when police found a lady in an abandoned rental car on a residential street, dead. Her parents launched an investigation into this, claiming that Erin would have never done this to herself. And what was interesting was that the company that she owned was developing neural control and brain-machine interface technology, making people wonder if she accidentally discovered that we are all living in a simulation. So,
you can't tell me this is normal. Look at his forehead. This is bullshit. That's a mask. That's a skin mask. It ain't normal. Look at it.
You can't believe anything you see these days. These glasses aren't even real. Neither is my face. All this stuff was 3D tracked on using these dots that I drew on with this marker. Actually, the marker isn't real either. Neither is the background. Or my face. Have a good night.
These guys are central casting. There's nobody in Hollywood that looks like these people.
Unfortunately, some members of the media
use their platforms
to push their own personal bias.
and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.